Well, happy Tuesday and welcome to VA Careers Live. My name is Mike Owens, and I'm a national recruiter here with the Veterans Health Administration, as well as your host for our weekly segment, Talk About It Tuesday. If you're tuning in for the first time, I want to let you know that we are here every Tuesday at 12 noon Eastern Time. So feel free to grab a snack, grab something to drink, and join us as we talk about careers here at VA. Now, again, whether you're tuning in for the first time or you've been with us for a couple of months, or maybe you've been watching for the whole 4 years of our program, always remember that we want you to be part of the conversation. So feel free to leave any questions and comments in our comment section. Our team, we like to go through those questions and comments throughout the day and throughout the week to make sure that all of your questions are answered and all your comments are addressed. And on some episodes of Talk About It Tuesday, your question can even be featured on a live episode. So again, don't be shy. Don't feel like you don't have anything to add to the conversation. Always feel free to add to the conversation. And lastly, before we get started, we all know someone who wants to work here at VA. So feel free to click that share button. We do have 2 hashtags that are associated with this broadcast. The first hashtag is first hashtag VA careers. Again, hashtag VA careers. And our second hashtag is going to be hashtag work at VA. Again, hashtag work at VA. So with that, click the share button and let's get this information out to as many people as possible. So before we get started with today, we have a special guest today, and we're going to be talking about the police service here at VA. And I know some of you have been to VAs and saw some of our great VA police, and some of you had no idea that the VA has its own police department. So this episode is kind of special because we are commemorating National Police Week. National Police Week is May 12th through 18th, and today is Tuesday the 14th. So again, we're commemorating National Police Week. So with that being said, if you know anyone in your life that's a police officer, whether it's a family member, a friend, if anyone near or dear to you that's a police officer, go ahead and put that in the comment section. And let's give them a shout out to commemorate National Police Week. So with that being said, we do have a special interview today. My guest is from the New Jersey area. He works for the New Jersey VA healthcare system. Again, the VA healthcare system out there in New Jersey. He is a senior physical security specialist. And without further ado, I would like to introduce everyone, Major Mark Moran. How are you, Major Moran?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, Mike.
Good. You ready for this awesome episode?
I am.
All right. So my first question is, and then as I mentioned earlier, is that there's a lot of people who probably had no idea that that VA had its own police force. So can you tell us a little bit about the work that you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So the VA Police is a specialized law enforcement service within the VA. We specialize in patrolling our healthcare systems, primarily our VA hospitals. That's where you're going to see most police officers. But we also respond to any incidents that happen at VA clinics and also VA benefit offices and national cemeteries as well.
Okay, awesome. So thank you for that. So one of the questions I like to ask, we all had our different paths coming into the VA. You talk to 10 different VA employees and they'll tell you 10 different ways that they got into the VA. So can you talk about how did you first come to work in the VA police as a VA police officer?
Yep. Yeah. So it's funny, like you mentioned earlier. At first, I didn't know the VA had its own police force. It was completely new to me. I was
Right.
working at a different another agency, another federal law enforcement agency,
Okay.
and I had a few coworkers that at the time they were trying to transfer over to the VA. So when I had these conversations with them and I tried to get some more information, I started doing my own research and I started looking into it. And I saw that, the mission of the VA and what they do on a regular basis. And
Right.
I figured, you know what, let me apply and see how it goes. And it was a great decision. I'm so glad that I came to the VA.
So you applied. So by you sitting here talking to us, I guess everything went okay with the application process, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely a long process to get in, but glad I stuck through and glad I got here.
Right. So I know that you just mentioned that you came from another federal agency, and I won't ask you to name that agency, but based on the work that you've done at VA, how do you feel VA is a unique place to work for those interested in the police service or policing here at VA?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the VA police is very unique, unlike most other law enforcement agencies.
Right.
We have a model of policing that they ingrain from when you go into the academy, and the model is to demonstrate the core values of the agency and act that way towards veterans, and that's the I care model. So that acronym is broken down. The I care, what it means is it breaks down to integrity, commitment, advocacy, respect, and excellence. So yeah, it's definitely a unique setting, and you see different things and you do different things at the VA.
Awesome. So before I go on to the next question, I just want to let everyone know, in case someone tuned in, I'm at the after the start of the broadcast. I'm talking to Major Mark Moran. He is a senior physical security specialist over at the New Jersey VA healthcare system. So we're talking about police careers here at VA. We're in the middle of National Police Week. National Police Week is celebrated the 12th through the 18th of May. And so we wanted to bring this special episode in the middle of that week. So for all those police officers out there that may be watching, happy National Police Week. And again, we're talking to Major Mark Moran, who works out in New Jersey at the New Jersey VA healthcare system. So Major Moran, so for those people out there who may want to join us here at the VA, what advice do you have about joining VA police or just joining VA in general? What have your experiences been, or what advice would you like to give based off of your experiences?
Yeah, so first and foremost, I would say just to go on USA Jobs and just start looking at the announcements at the openings. I would advise anybody to apply, submit their application, but do the research, right? So before you actually choose to come here, like I said, it's a very unique place, very unique setting for police officers. So just understand what the mission is of the agency. Just have that relevant experience. The VA will allow you to come in as a police officer with education, so you can have education, a degree in criminal justice, as well as having some past experience as a law enforcement officer. So yeah, it's just being committed and knowing that you're coming here to serve veterans and to make their lives better as we can while working as law enforcement officers with the VA.
Awesome. Thank you for that advice. And, people are always looking for little tidbits. So, knowing that someone can come and be a VA police officer based off of education, or whether they have, maybe they have limited education, but they have a lot of experience in law enforcement, whether it's in the public sector or the private sector, it's good to know, it's good to get that information, let them know that they can use those different avenues to become a VA police officer. So, my last and favorite question that I have for you is, what is your absolute favorite thing about working here at VA?
So I actually have two favorite things about working at the VA. I would say the first would be just the environment,
Right.
going into work, seeing the veterans, being able to build relationships with them, and not only the veterans but our staff within our healthcare systems. That it's been fantastic. But then also the second thing I would say would just be the opportunities that the VA has. Right. So you can come in as a police officer and decide that you're better fit working in IT and then just jump into an IT role later.
Right.
Or if you decide to stay with the police service, you can move up the ranks. Like when I came in, I started as an officer. I was able to move up the ranks. Luckily, I got into the position where I am today, and I've been lucky enough to be able to help out and work with our central office team. So I mean, there's endless possibilities. It's just the opportunity with the VA is truly something great.
Awesome. And so we thank you for as a veteran myself, I thank you for the service that you give to myself and my fellow veterans. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you. So, with that being said, again, we're talking today. We talked to Major Mark Moran, who works out in the New Jersey VA healthcare system. Today, we're in the middle of National Police Week here in the United States, and we wanted to give everyone a special episode today talking about VA police. So, if you're interested in becoming a VA police officer, whether it was an interest that you've had before or sparked up today, just listen to the interview. You have any questions for Major Moran? Go ahead and leave those in the comment section. We'll be sure to forward those questions over to Major Moran. Or if you have any questions just in general about VA police, we'll make sure that we give those questions over to Major Moran. So make sure you leave them in the comment section. So with that being said, thank you again, Major Moran. Thank you for being with us today. So thank you for that. And we will see you all on next week. So remember, if it's Tuesday, we're definitely going to talk about it. And have a great day. And we will see you on next Tuesday.